Hello, good people, once again with the Drive Smart 65. Although what I will say here will work with the 2597, something that old, all the way up to the modern models 66, 76, and 86. And what I'm going to discuss here is night legibility, not visibility, legibility. I'm going to describe an issue with my particular eyesight. It might apply to you too, might not. I'll describe it and we'll just go from there. For day driving, which is what this is showing now, I have no problem reading this, or a smaller screen like the Drive 52. I can read that no problem during the day, easy. But for night driving, yeah, it's a problem. This fuzzes out, this fuzzes out. The map pretty much okay. I can see this at the bottom here okay, but it's, yeah. The map's fine, but it's the text that I have issue with. And the same thing happens if I have turns enabled. I mean, I can read this, but it's fuzzy. It's fuzzy to me. But only at night, not during the day. And the most important number to me on the screen is this one right here, because I want to know the distance to the next turn so I can prepare as I'm approaching the turn, put on the turn signal and so on, and make it work. So let me just switch this over to night view now. Oops, I turned on the screenshot by mistake. There we go. Okay, night view. And even the camera kind of shows this. This blows out. It does. And that's part of the reason that it fuzzes to my vision. Well, there is a workaround to this, and that is by using the trip data field. Now, I ordinarily have it set to this, but what I can do is copy what's up here, and I can put it in the top right corner. I can actually use any one of these three, but I'll put it in the top right and use distance to turn. Okay, better. Now, instead of having to look at this, I can look at this. It's the same thing. But there's something else too. Okay, map itself. Now, the standard Garmin theme makes the background color very dark. I don't think it's straight pitch black, but close to. Not a problem, because I can go to map and vehicle and change the theme. The ones that I found work best for me, and watch what happens to the background color here, is Slovensko. See how it brightened up just a bit, but not too much? I'll go back to Garmin so you can see the difference. So it's a little darker here, and change. Now it's a little brighter. All right. The other, excuse me, the other one that works is this one, Österreich. I'm probably pronouncing that completely wrong, but forgive me for that. And the other one that works out really nice is, if I can find it, Navigon. Watch what happens to the arrow too. Now, if I have this with Navigon, and I have this the same as this actually works out pretty well. It does. Yeah, the black arrow is a little weird at first, but not too bad. Now, if I switch this back over to, oh, also before I go back to day mode, this is a darker charcoal black compared to the map. You can really see the difference when one is right next to the other. And again, you can see that the top up here, the camera is blowing it out a little much, but during night driving, yeah, it does kind of look like this, where it's just too bright and it fuzzes. During the day, no problem. Night, no. Now, if I change this back over to day mode, I'll just go to auto. Some of you might really like to use Navigon because it darkens the map quite a bit. You can kind of see the text better, but that's a little too dark for me. So I would rather use the Österreich one once I find it. Yeah, it puts a nice pale yellow. Yeah. That's looking pretty good. And there's a lot of nice contrast too between this and the trip data fields. Although in this instance, I would be using turns and just go for it like this. So what I would say is that if during night driving, you just hit up here specifically, and on the map too, if it starts to fuzz out for your vision, so during day driving, no problem, but during night driving, fuzzes, you need to start experimenting with the different map themes. And you need to get familiarized with the trip data fields on the right side here. Excuse me. So let me change this back over the way I had it, which is direction. Yeah, that's ordinarily the way that I have it. But for night driving, yeah, I changed this over to distance to turn. It's just nice. Oh, and to give yourself another advantage too, the one right below that, time to turn. That's a nice one to have. So you have your arrival over here. You could change this one also, I think. Time to next. No, okay, can't on that field. Okay, so you do have to do it here. So I know I'm going to turn in 4.5 miles, and it's going to take 8 minutes, a little over 8 minutes to get there. And then I have the map here set so that we got that pale yellow thing going on. I can read this easier. And excuse me, when I go over to the night vision, or when it switches over, yeah, to my eyes at least, this looks a lot better. And I can, let me just focus on that part over here. Oh, blew it out a little bit. All right, that's better. Yeah. So what I will do is if I have turns enabled like this, I will just straight up disable it or just turn it off and go to trip data so I can see this. So while I'm driving like this, technically I can read it, but it fuzzes so bad for my eyes again. But I can focus over on this one easier. I do wish this stuff was the same background color as this, because you'll notice this is a slightly, well, on the camera it looks a lot brighter. It's only a few shades brighter in real life. That this had the background color of these fields down here. Oh, just turn up the brightness. I just wish it did it a little bit. Excuse me. But I don't have that option, so it's like, okay, whatever. But otherwise, this works. This is good. And again, this will work from Nuvi 2597 all the way up to modern models. So if you have a Drive 52 or a 2599, 2689, whatever it is that you got, yeah, you have this available to you. On older models, like this guy right here, the Nuvi 1100, no, there's no option to change the theme or whatever. You gotta just take what you're given, and that's pretty much it. But if you got something slightly newer from what, 2014, around about there, 2014 to present, then you can do what I just showed you, and yep, you are good to go.